Hello everyone and welcome back to Fatum Aeterna, Lord of the Dead, Fatum Aeterna, the fate of the Eternal to forever act as the avatar of death against the corrupted mortals. We resume where we left things off last time. We have completed the first floor.
My sense of direction might be getting rusty.
Is it? And we are about to march upon the Dwarf Tunnels. But before we do, I have some names. These are all my personal touch, because after completing the first floor, I think we deserved a few more. First up for the Banshee, Lauhi is the main antagonist in the epic Finnish poem The Kalevala, which is mostly a compilation of Finnish mythology. And she was, again, the main antagonist, the Witch of Pohjala. And if you remember last time, I named our Banshee Sjojatar. That might have been 2 series ago. Sjojatar was actually the daughter of Lauhi, the 10th child of the witch that may or may not have existed. But, you know, just ignore that. For our mummy, I have gone with Mofdet. Now, Mofdet was a goddess, very old goddess for ancient Egypt, that was the first cat-head deity. And I love cats, and ancient Egyptians, of course, revered cats, to the point that Persians? Was that what they called? Persians actually put cats on the front line of their army when they were fighting Egypt, and the Egyptians didn't fight them back. So the Persians pretty handily took over the area they were fighting over, which I can't remember what it was. But yeah. Now, as I mentioned, Mofdet is a goddess, so this mummy is a female. Female mummy? Hard to tell, isn't it? But yes, she's here, even if they might have used like a male's, skeletal structure for this. Just ignore that. And last but not least, our Wraith, who has put in a lot of work, and I've gone with Gorathnaka, the Eater of Dreams from Lovecraftian mythos, I guess. I think he technically counts as a great old one. I don't know. But he's described as a malevolent mist that lingers in the dreamlands and eats dreams, I suppose. And that is everyone. You are all caught up. With our talent point, I think we're going to be responsible and pick up surgical practice, which we'll do after the next combat, and then we'll save for durable materials to get +8 vigor, because vigor is great. I might change my mind between now and what happens, but we're definitely getting surgical practice. I might be able to convince myself to go for Black Incense and Fate. As I mentioned, get this little square of magical abilities, but we'll see. And of course, Dispel, I think, is a mandatory ability for when you're, not doing so hot. But here we go. Second floor, Dwarf Tunnels. Here we go. I'm a little afraid, because there's something waiting for us here. The hunger for wealth had long since become the only virtue among the hardy dwarven folk. Gone are their traditions, along with the names of their ancestors. For what was more powerful, logic, or some dead dwarf rotting away into dust? Their ruthless scientists and alchemists knew the answer to that question, and the human kingdom was more than willing to facilitate their experiments. They have grown rich and feared, setting up their own enclave, and became the default overseers of the mines. And we're going to put an end to that. Also, shouldn't I have healed upon entering this floor? Is that not a thing in this freaking difficulty? Alright, I'm going to eat the alabaster. Maybe I shouldn't, but I'm going to.
Skeleton will clean up this mess later.
I am going to take a look at the map just so we can get a feel for what is coming. We are in the bottom right and the boss is in the top left. Okay. I think that does minimize the amount of ziggy-zaggy we can do, but it kind of looks like to me like we have a huge zigzag opportunity right here. Do you think this would work? Going like hard left and then pivoting right, like across the map here? That would lead us to 2 elite battles. Ugh, that'd be tough. But would it even be worth it? We do know that we can use the sacrificial altar to get some experience for the Dark Knight, but I was discussing with Solus, I got your name right this time, that information regarding the sacrificial altars is actually not complete. So I was going to do some experimenting for science to see if we could fill in some of the gaps that is missing on the internet. The one I actually wrote down to test is the Unfrozen because it's incomplete on the wiki. Whereas other times the wiki has everything listed, but some of them are incorrect. Like with the Bride, last time we thought we were going to get experience for... I'm just going to fight so I can keep talking. We thought we were going to get bonus experience for the minions. But we got the Skull Torch, which just let us start a combat with 100 Wrath. Now, we are a little afraid of these Berserkers. These are the two in the front line, because their feature is they do not escape, which we don't care about, deals 30 stress damage to itself at the start of each action, but the reason it does that is because for every 10 points of sanity missing, gain +1 attack, and that cannot be purged. So, there are a few ways we can deal with this. Way number 1. How would I want to do this? Do I want to give this to Grathnaka? We'll give it to Nergal.
Rage released.
Way number 1, and what we're going to test out right now, which is why the mummy is here, is burning one down. Yep. We are going to point at a single individual and try and kill them before they actually kill us. It's a kill or be killed world out there. Also, every time they go insane...
Extinction of life.
Holy sh... Okay. Every time they go insane, I'm pretty sure they either always or have a very good chance of proccing Berserk, which is not good for us. They have a lot of luck, but this should be... I'm kind of banking on this guy dying. Oh dear. Please die, please die, please die. Yes?
One less
Yes.
in the world.
We were about to be uber dead. So yeah, that's how that works. Immediate results. I'm scared. That's my immediate test results. But I mean, it worked. If you want to be technical here. So, yeah.
As your suffering ends, your service begins.
The sadist's hands. So what do we want to do?
Through transformation, the will becomes free.
Another thing that we probably want to... The way that I'm going through parts... Let's see. The way that I'm burning parts, it would actually probably be in our good interest to save up for Scalpel Artist. To keep getting free parts. There's so many things that I want. And I want them now. Could you be any greedier? Don't test me. I'll do it. Yeah, Grathnaka cannot get a whole lot of luck. I mean, 24. It's not a lot. Okay, so back to this. We could go north. What does left get us? Actually, I'm kind of liking hard left here. There are a lot of graves along the way. Is there really a minion that we want, though? Look at all this loot. There are many coffins. So if we go left here, coffin, battle, cultists, battle, fountain, steel, item, chest, fountain. Fountains, I feel like, are not really ideal. Is there a way we could pivot over here? I'd say that I like to avoid elite battles, but I feel like that's not going to happen. Sacrificial. Digger souls would also be pretty helpful. But I feel like I would want to go left here and hit all this up. And even then, we have more stuff here. Going this way. So many fountains. I don't think we need... I don't really like running into fountains. Because there's just a few moments where you feel like, yep, this was helpful. The rest of those moments, you're like, well, this could have been a coffin. This could have been anything else, really. Ah, man, I can't decide. I think we're going to go left. Even though I just talked about experimenting with the sacrificial altars. I think we're going to go left. There's a coffin right here. But what am I going to do with this cultist? Pick up the wraith item? For science? Wow. I just feel like this path over here is so much value. Minus all the healing stuff. Okay, I'm going to go left. Left, and then I'm going to go up, and then we're going to try and go right here. I think that's the play. I think that's my play. Sorry that took so long. I'm just apparently very indecisive. We have the Jester's Visage.
An enchanted map like this is pretty handy.
It is Iratus. The Jester's Visage, we've seen this before. This significantly increases the chance that one of your minions will be attacked by an enemy. This is sketchy. Very, very sketchy. I believe, who was I discussing this with? Was that you, Mario? Maybe. They put the Jester's Visage on their Bone Golem, which you would think is probably the best target for the Jester's Visage. And it was sketch. I told you it would be sketch. It's, it's something. Now, I do think there might be a way to make this work. Which would be a mummy in the 4th slot, which is really bizarre, I know. But in the 4th slot, and then have, like, for example, the skeleton in his stance in the 1st slot. This would make it so there are 2 taunted minions. I feel like this would really protect your other 2 minions, because the AI would be really incentivized to hit either the mummy in the 4th slot or your skeleton in the 1st slot that's in his taunt stance. Maybe. I'm actually quite curious, but we're not going to be doing that yet. The Sage's Hand, we just got one of these. Increased damage, nice. And the Bane Aura, which will increase our spell power by 12. I think we're going to go with another Sage's Hand.
Amazing what they just leave lying around.
And this is the same battle. Well, no, it's not, because it's 2 dwarves. 3 dwarves. 2 warriors and 1 berserker. And I didn't put anyone in the arena, because I'm good at the video game. Well, let's see. I don't like Grithnaka being here. Now, the other way we can deal with berserkers is with Lauhi, as we have been trying to do. I might try, you know, Helion. Helion, I need you. Or do I? This has to be in the 3rd slot. Maybe I don't need you. We'll see how this works. Because I was thinking maybe we can pop down some clouds and then, you know, move stuff around with Lauhi. We can even move around with Terror Wave if we feel like it. Moff go get some experience. Let's see how this works. I mean, there's literally no cost to doing it, right? Because we need Nurgle to go heal anyway, so... Let's go see what we can see, eh? Ow. I'm seeing what I can see. Nice. It is worth noting that, Worth noting that when the Berserker is in this slot back here, there aren't very many things that he can do. One of the things that he can do, you saw, is throw his axe, and then I believe he can also do the thing where he hits everyone. Or mostly everyone. A lot of everyone. Again, I'm trying to kind of burn down the Berserker here. Whether it's gonna work is a different question. See if we can wail here. I think I'm gonna protect Lauhi, even though I would like to rely on her evasion so she can heal up. We're gonna go ahead and just protect her. Now, in a perfect world, what happens here, that's pretty nifty, is that the Berserker... Oh, good job. Bad news, though. This could be terrifying. Please don't hit Helion. Please don't hit Helion. Oh, good. Nice. That might have one-shot Helion.
Perish.
It might have done it. Now, there are two ways we can handle this. Way one. Why can't I use this? Oh, I need to be in a position. I was gonna say, way one is we can Terror Wave. Shuffle them all around. It'll deal a lot of damage, and they'll be shuffled into the clouds to try and die. Way 2 is to stun. Way 2 is much safer. Much, much safer. Way 1 is funnier. For the memes. Here we go, boys. And gals, ghouls and cretins. Please. Die. Die, you bastard. Nice. We did it. Okay. Good job, team. No buff for you.
This is what 1,000 years of evolution looks like. Yeah, pathetic.
See, we did it. We didn't even have... we didn't even have to stun. We just had to YOLO that a little bit. Put Helion back in there. Let's move people around. Moff having fun. I'm gonna take... Let's see. Everyone has their item. We don't need the Lich item. We have the Mummy item. Alright. Is there any other item I want? What's a skeleton? Oh, the bone thing, right? I don't care about the enchanted bone. There is an item that I would like if we get a few more items. That wasn't vague at all, was it? This is the crit thing. Dark Knight one is really good, even though we haven't really used one. I've used the Dark Knight a lot in the past, so I'm kind of steering away from him. Believe it or not. We could go Lost Soul. The Lost Soul is a very peculiar character. But I feel like she would synergize pretty well with the skeleton. What am I talking about? She scales super well with the skeleton. And she could enable quite a few shenanigans. What's the Lost Souls item again? Oh, I don't think I want it. I am quite curious, though, about using her. Do I go for the... No. We have to see some very specific items. What I was looking for is there's a wonderful combination. Mana, bear. We'll grab the cloth. A An absolutely wonderful combination. Before I talk about that, though, the Phantom Clothes, the Wraith, receives plus evasion for each block or ward applied. He starts with 2 of each, so he'll be sitting at 28 evasion when we pop into combat. Of course, we'd increase that just by increasing evasion, which is getting pretty expensive. Or we can give him more block and ward and it will increase. Now, of course, his evasion will decrease when he loses block or ward, but we can, with survival, apply our own block and ward if we want to continue buffing that. And, of course, we get block and ward from Ossifrage, who's just the best, you know? Around. Never gonna keep you down. Something, something. This is I'll talk about the Dastardly Duo combo in a second, because I really like it. I've never done it before, but I like the theory of it. Combat, Dwarven Warrior, Dwarven Berserker. Is that a Trader? Trader, and another Dwarven Berserker. Trader as in merchant, not as in traitor. As in asshole. Not that one. Alright, well, we're gonna go with this and see what we can see. Now, I think the strategy is still the same, where we burn down the Berserkers. Thankfully, someone here is very good at their job. We're gonna start off with the whale. Not the whale, the Accelerando. Please, please, please. Okay. Ooh. Alright. Nergalith is going to need a lot of defense. We might want to consider giving... Okay, this could be bad. Alright. Ossifrage doesn't care. He's literally the best. Okay. Ossifrage needs to heal. Which is a little unfortunate. Luck and accuracy. I'm not a fan of that.
This will be your...
That was a crit curse. Beautiful. So the combination, for those curious, is I want to deal with this. Bye-bye.
This never gets old.
So it involves this item called the Boiling Blood, which makes it so that you get a ridiculous amount of bonuses for each empty slot in your army. So it's led to what I call the YOLO solo builds, where you have one creation only, and it has all these bonuses from 3 empty slots, and it's just destroying everything. It's a lot of fun. But there are plenty of other builds that use 2 of these items. I know, you have to get pretty freaking lucky. And 2 characters. Now that means less bonuses, but that does mean you have 1 more character, so you are less susceptible to things like stuns, which basically ruin the day of most YOLO solo builds. And the one I really would be interested in is we use the skeleton combo I talked about earlier.
Bodies fail you.
The Shackle of War item that we got from the last boss, the first boss even. And then the Boiling Blood on the skeleton. We use the skeleton's level 15 upgrade to immediately force a sanity check, which with the Shackles of War would guarantee that everyone goes insane. By going insane, they trigger the Vampire's trait that would give plus 24 attack for all 4 of them, assuming there's not a construct. And then with the Vampire's unique items,
soon this world will be mine.
That would also give them plus 24 accuracy, evasion, and luck. The Vampire would just turn into an absolute killing machine. All enemies lose -1 at the beginning of each battle. And I really want to try it, but you need to get pretty lucky with items. You need double Boiling Blood, and the Shackles of War, which we got. And then, I guess you would use Fangs on the skeleton. Do we want spell power or to lose ward? I guess it depends on the battle. Speaking of depending on the battle, I feel like haste might be pretty good here. Evasion, we've used this a few times. There are a few moments where it's very, very good, and other times where it's just kind of meh. Okay, I think I want it. Or do we hold for Scalpel Artist? This seems like a bit beyond our reach at the moment.
Hey, I want to show you a little magic trick.
Of course, the downside is that with every talent point we spend, the amount of experience we need to level up becomes more. So, yeah. We're back to this decision that I couldn't make before. Wonderful. I guess I'm going to go with Desolate Scream. Moving buffs can be incredibly powerful, and Gurath Naka's is single target. So she can...
Get back to battle.
So Lahi would be able to assist. We have 4 talent points, and we can be greedy or we can be reasonable. And I want you to know that I am resisting every urge in my body to be greedy. We'll go with some health, because we've seen how hard these freaking things hit. Ossifrage! More vigor. My man. Or Skeletal Abomination. So I guess I can pick up an attack point. Or we can wait one next level we can get at luck or initiative. Initiative is probably pretty important for Ossifrage. I do like leveling that, because that will allow him to apply Bone Ward pretty early on. Now we can go to a fountain. Lol. Or we can go to this chest. If we went to the chest, what would we do? We could go right. Or we could go to the fountain. Prevent the need from getting freaking distillery. Fight this trader. I hate traders. Wait, this is a trader. So is the other thing. Like a banker or something? What the heck? Treasurer. That's what he was. He was not a trader. He was a treasurer. He was mean is what he was. Well, we need 100. Oh, 75 to upgrade the library or the obelisk. It's probably worth holding to upgrade the obelisk. Probably. We could upgrade the excavation right now. For each minion working, yeah, I think we do this, team. I think we do. I could sacrifice this zombie because he's only level 4. I mean, he's a body. Alright, just in case, you know. I didn't give him a name because I don't know what I'm doing with him. As you can tell, as I was willing...
Time to bring out the big guns.
As I was willing to just throw him into the void. Okay, hopefully this helps with our part problem. I doubt it, but it might. So if we go left... I kind of want to go hard left here. Steel, amazing. Coffin, could be good. Chest, artifacts are good. Quest could be 50-50. It could be amazing. It could be an absolute waste of our time. They'll have to fight an elite squad. And I think we can pivot to the right here and pilfer along the way. Or if we went right, grave, steel, coffin. I think we're going to go left. This fountain will help us out a little bit. Because Nurglith is hurt. Hello, Mofdet. Mofdet, what are we going to do with you? I just don't understand you, Mofdet. It's not you. It's me. Oh, dear. We have... a Dwarven warrior, a Dwarven trader, a Dwarven oracle, and an elite Dwarven berserker. I think, without a doubt, it's time for, stun. Lots of stun. Yeah. Stun. Stun. We're stunning. I don't even know why you asked. Our heal, by the way, went up from 17 to 19 now because of that point in vigor. Now the Oracle is a very annoying character. Maximum nuisance. She's a support character, so she can heal and do other shenanigan-y things. That is a mark, by the way. Another annoying character here is the Trader. He has a respectable amount of evasion, sitting at 47%. So we're probably going to miss quite a bit. And, he already panicked, which is good. This stance is freaking annoying. Absolutely irritating. What it does is, whenever someone is targeted with a single target ability, he will cleanse them of buffs, irritating, and then restore some of their sanity. Irritating. Okay, Ossifrage could actually be hurt here. Like that. I'm actually gonna do this. That was weird. I know, right? Like, what the heck? But it was actually very important we did it. Double damage with an elite berserker here is asking for death. We could Terror Wave, but I'm not going to. The benefit of Terror Waving here would be to try and get... Uh-oh. The berserker, this could be a disaster.
Might want to make them a bit sturdy next time.
Lolly! You are such an important part of this group. I loved you. Okay. Plan. Is there a plan? I feel like I need to pop survival. But I also feel like if I go into the first slot, I'm going to die. How much initiative? 5 versus 13? Okay. I see how it is. I'm going to move myself into the evasion circle, I think. This could be very bad. Ooh, okay. Okay. Yeah, so here's his stance. Whenever an ally takes targeted damage, remove all debuffs from them, restore 20 sanity, and increases initiative by 2 until the end of battle. I think I'm going to eat this again. I don't want to eat it again, but I think I have to. I can't interrupt the stance, and it's very annoying. But we can do that.
Voided its bowels just as it died.
The permanent interrupt, also known as dying. Ossifrage. Ossifrage would have died right there. If we didn't eat that doom. Whatever it was called. The mark. Okay, she can still run.
Mop up the
Oh, nice.
hate to see plants using it as fertilizer.
That's what that means. I remember I asked what this means. Doesn't affect unit features. There are a number of units. I'm trying to remember them all. There's the Oracle, the Bard, the Stormcaller, Sorceress, that will flee if they're the last unit alive. Slight spoilers ahead, but I need to make sure I'm right. Haha! I am. Is there one on the 5th floor? It'd be like the Conjuress, right? Do we even have that one? They might not flee on the 5th floor, because, you know, that's the final stand of the forces of the living. The final bastion against the Eternal Necromancer. Okay, holy crap, that was close. Lauhi got hit by a 165 attack. Oof. It's really the only thing I can say about that. So, we have two paths we can go. You saw this for the very first time, the Absorb Malady. This will remove all debuffs from the target. It can be clutch. It was clutch. And we can either make it Invert Malady, which will restore 8 vigor for each debuff removed. Survival, pretty important. Or it gives the target +4 attack and +4 dread for each removed debuff until the battle ends. That's not insignificant. So, my gut after that experience is telling me the heal is probably the way to go. But I do want Feast on Malady. I like it. It looks good, and it gives me more dread. That's definitely not why. I'm also going to pick up some accuracy. I think that an ideal-ish amount of accuracy is like 120 something. 120 to 125. I'm just trying to think, because this would be good on everyone but Ossifrage. Whereas Ossifrage probably like the heal. Because the heal would then allow him to just spam more Bone Ward. And Ossifrage is probably going to be the one with the most debuffs.
Now,
Alright.
prove yourself worthy of my investment.
What up, Garath Naka? I think... target, this is all buff. This is just... Oh, it moves them back. Oh. That's nifty. That's a lot of damage. Holy crap. And gives evasion. Target loses 24 resistance for 4 turns. What? That's absolutely nuts. Interesting. Could we... Oh, I can't up my attack at all. I was kind of wondering if, because the Wraith is not really an attack character, so I thought maybe their attack would scale ridiculously. But you can't level it up, apparently. Feels bad. So with this 4 points, I kind of want to pop accuracy. We'll do it. Again, I like this 120 mark. I don't know if there's actually any statistics to back that up. I just feel like it's good. Now, there is also the upgrades here. Spectral Fog increases the evasion amount from 25 to 35. Pretty good. The other one makes it so it lasts for 3 turns, which is more of like you can spread out the evasive love if you want and keep it hanging out. Of course, also you can grab this, and then you get +4 attack, which seems pretty significant. Minus 24 resistance would open up the gateway for the Zambi to deal some significant damage. There are some foes this floor that we would want to do this on. There's no constructs, though. Yeah, it's just these things. This is just armor. I think for now what we're going to do... Man, being able to move people is so strong. I think we're going to want to do that. As much as I want Necrotic Squall to just blow people up, because that's a lot of fun, I think we want the move. It's so good. It could also be really bad if we're trying to stack targets. I'm about to talk myself out of this. It's so good and I'm about to talk myself out of it. Oh no. If you're stacking, it could be really bad because Nergaleth can't hit. Oh, I talked myself out of it.
I expect results.
Pure Damahe. Always Iratus. Always Iratus. Hashtag always Iratus. Now the question is, do we go left or right? Left or up, really? So the benefits of going up is that we get to experiment with a sacrificial altar, get some digger souls, then we'll come up here. The benefit of going left, well, benefit of going left, we get a coffin, a chest, and a 50-50 roll to quest. The danger here is that there will be a full elite squad at the end awaiting us. It's a little sketchy. And by a little sketchy, I mean very sketchy. Maybe we just do it, though. Also, I kind of want Lauhi back. What is this? Dwarven Warrior, Dwarven Alchemist, Elite Dwarven Oracle, and a Trader. The only person that can interrupt stances here is Ossifrage. I think we'll bring in Mofdet, because Mofdet can eat stuns, or not stuns, eat debuffs, which there will be many. I think we're going to pick up Vigor. Yeah. 147. So Mofdet here can eat debuffs, like the Mark. That way Nergleth doesn't have to use a turn unless he wants to. And he can apply some very powerful single target stuff. Am I afraid of anything here? No. Okay. I might just heal with Ossifrage. I don't think I need to distill or anything. We're going to go left here because I want to roll on the coffin again. I was thinking about this during the entire battle. I just didn't talk about it. I might give Nergaleth the Vampire Fangs. Because you do heal through stress damage. I think I'm also going to build another Banshee. We have Grey Matter and we haven't gotten a single brain this floor. Feels freaking bad. Nergaleth always seems to get wounded. I'm going to give him this. Oh, okay. I don't know why, but I feel so bad like committing items. I don't know why. Alright, Mofdet. Please put in a lot of work here. I'm gonna need ya. Now the Alchemist is actually pretty annoying. He does a lot of things I don't like. Lol. Look at that 38 heal.
Savor these last few heartbeats.
I probably should have ammucked. Please trail. Probably should have ammucked. I need to eat that. No. Look at that 8 heal. Isn't it beautiful? I have words right now. I have words, and they're not good. So I used the Hail of Teeth specifically because I wanted to interrupt his stance. So you might be asking, why didn't you interrupt his stance? Well, I freaking can't. Because apparently I have to be in the first position to do so. And I'm not. I'm not in the first position. Here, heal me. Plus 24. That is a respectable amount of healing. Respectable.
Right. Strength through pain.
Interrupt, please. There are still words going through my head. Alright. Alright. Look at that damage. Look at that Damahe. Move. Move and feel my wrath. I'm gonna eat this. Play defensive. Defense. A strong offense is a strong defense. Have I ever said that once in this entire playthrough? I don't feel like I have.
Strength through
Alright,
pain.
Ossifrage. You got it. Nice. Nice. Now, I can kill people. That's really it. Please no. Please no, sir. I see your buff, and I raise you. Death. That's what I raise you. Death. We've actually taken... Goddess, you fool. They've taken a sizable amount of damage. By doing that, I kind of expected... Oh, that's bull crap. Again, I have to move. That was kind of my own fault, though. I guess. Oh, I can't reach you with this. Oh yeah, this will do a lot of damage.
Rot their flesh and their soul.
I forgot that was a button. Not bad. We did the Vengeance upgrade, right? I think we did. Oh look, he's healing! How cute is that? That actually wasn't that bad. Have a Plague Garden. Goddess. Now ideally we actually kill her before the other guy dies, because she will run away if we don't.
Ah, your frail
Die, die, die,
bodies
die, 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 die,
fail.
die, 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 die. Please die. Yes. You don't get parts if they run away. Just waiting for a brain. All minions gain 10 vigor until the battle ends. Yes. Yes.
It embellishes my undead features.
Freaking nailed it. Black incense. Give me that evasion. Ooh. We're on a roll. Do I spend 2 points on 3 evasion? No. 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 The mummy is not an invasive character, in case you hadn't noticed. I was pretty satisfied, though, with the amount of healing we got out of Invert Malady and the Absorb Curses. We can even make Absorb Curses better with Cursed Feast, if we want to. I still haven't decided if Cursed Feast or Absorb Power is better. They might be somewhat similar. That was not what I wanted to see. Anyway, what we're looking at the Bane Aura once more, plus 12 spell power. It's kind of like a good passive item. We're looking at the Vulture's Feather. The minion receives plus 10 luck, plus an accuracy and plus an invasion when an ally dies. And the Nails of Pain increases critical damage dealt by 20% and reduces critical damage received by 20%. This is actually pretty good for crit builds, of which there are a few. I might pick this up. It could be really interesting. I thought this was the Piercing Bone, which would have enabled a very powerful build regarding the Bride of Iratus, but I don't know about the Nails of Pain. I mean, the other option would be the Bane Aura, which is just 12 spell power. Just a passive 12 spell power. Do I care about that? Not really. It'd be cool. Why is it such a hard decision? I don't know. The Infested is currently rocking the Vampire Fangs as his item. You know what?
Toss it with the rest.
We're going to pick up the Nails of Pain because I think we're going to make Nurgleth a crit-based Infested. So you can get up to 30, 42 base luck. We can also pick up the Luck Potion if we feel like it. So that brings us up to 48, which is basically a 50-50 crit. And then we can also, if we so decide, we can use Fate to guarantee that he crits and make some fun things happen. Alright, but that will be it for today. I think I'm going to rebuild the... I want to rebuild the Banshee. I really do. We could even use some of our rare materials if we feel like she's strong. If we feel like the Banshee is strong, we could do it. Otherwise, I'm also very interested in building a skeleton. But I feel like our brains are not sufficient for what I want to do. Because I really want skeleton, and I want to show off the Lost Soul. It's been forever since we've seen the Lost Soul. And I think that would, you know, do me well. I'm not even sure how to explain this. I want to show her off for all of you to prove that I can expand, that we can use multitudes of strategies, not just rely on one thing over and over again. You get the idea. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Next time, we have a battle with the Warrior, Oracle, Elite, Musketeer, and the Alchemist. Pretty sure. That's going to be a fun one. Something is probably going to get one shot here. I can feel it in my bones. But we'll find out next time. Bye-bye.